Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. How are you doing today? So we're going to talk to your daughter today, and I don't I don't remember doing a reading for you before, but I do so many I'm not sure. But I just like to say that I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures. I call it my spiritual charades. I describe the picture to you the best I can. It's just the way we communicate. It's not an exact science, but it's the way that they can talk to us. Um, I always forget part of my stuff. Anyway, I know I'm forgetting something. I guess I should write it down, huh? So they tell us what we need to know, not always what we want to know. So I always ask for questions if you have questions for them. I can't promise they're going to answer. It's totally up to them. I can't make them. And if I do mention a name, I do stink at names. And the more I say it, the worse I get. Anyway, so if I say, if she mentions a John, it will at least be a male with a J or a J-O name. So, okay, oh, she's walking in kind of with an attitude. She's got her hands on her hips, kind of an attitude. Oh, goodness. Um, she says, I'm fine, Mom. I'm fine. Kind of with a head swagger. You have sensed me in the house. She's still got her hands on her hips. Kind of like a little authority. Oh, good grief, I can't talk with my new teeth. With authority. How's that? She says, what did you do with the dog? I don't know if she means a real dog or a fake stuffed dog. What did you do with the dog? She says that she's been making noises in your house. And I usually ask them, don't don't do the really loud banging around, foot stomping and stuff, because then people think their house is haunted and they get scared when it's actually normally it's grandma or somebody like that just trying to get your attention. But have you had stuff like falling off the wall, falling off of counters? Um, she's really strong. A lot of them don't know how to do that when they first get there. So if you haven't had that yet, you will. Normally it doesn't happen right when you're right there, but you walk out of the room or you leave and come home and there's something on the floor. I don't know why it works that way, but it does. She's showing a picture on the wall. She's showing a brown frame. That doesn't mean it has a brown frame. That sometimes they just show me the picture just to say, so I'll say it's a picture. Sometimes it's the exact picture. So I never know for sure. And it's got a big brown frame, kind of wide, and it's crooked. Why are you showing me this? They never waste a message. There's always a reason for anything they show. Even if we don't realize it now, if you don't understand any of this now, you'll remember it later, you'll see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you, because sometimes they reach out to other people in these readings, and it's kind of to get a message to more than just you. Sometimes it's their show. They can do what they want as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. She's still showing this picture, and it's kind of cattywampus on the wall. And then it's like somebody tries to straighten it out, and it goes back. And it's almost like when you try to straighten it out, it just almost like it's hard to do. This is the way she's showing it anyway. There's a reason for it. She's showing a picture of Jesus. This may not be the exact picture either. Sometimes you got to think outside the box. Here we go with the spiritual charades. Um, she's wanting you to have more faith, and that doesn't mean you have to go to church and kneel in a pew. It doesn't mean that at all. She wants you not to be angry at him. She wants you to not be so pissed that you just want to yell and scream and throw things at him. This is not about religion. So she wants me to explain to you that we come into this life knowing before we get here there's a certain exit point. There's a certain period of time where we have already planned on leaving. Sometimes it's when you're 1 day old, sometimes when you're 100 years old. You can shift that line a little bit depending on what's going on around you and what other people need to learn from it. She said it was close to her time, but she cheated it a little bit. And I'm not sure what she means by that, but she cheated it a little bit and did it her way. She's still kind of authoritative. And now she's showing me herself. She's skipping. Why are you skipping? All right, she's got, come closer. All right, she was picking up a cat. Now she's holding it and she's bringing it very close so I can see this cat. And it's white with some black on it, some black markings on it. She wants somebody to know that she has this cat. And they do this a lot. Like if you've had a favorite pet that, or somebody, maybe it's even somebody close to you that has lost their pet, they bring them through too, so you know, so you can tell somebody, or that you know that the pet is safe with her. She mentions cherries. Sometimes they just throw words out. Now she's singing the song, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, which is a song usually little bitty kids sing. I sing it to my girlfriend though. She's grumpy, and I keep singing it, and I sing singing until she claps her hands. Okay, so, okay. She's bringing through an elderly lady, and I'm going to say grandma type figure because sometimes the lady next door can feel more like a grandma than your grandma clear across the country. So it's that grandmotherly feeling. She's showing the lady is very short, very, very short. Elderly. Don't don't think she's going to show anything else about this lady, and the lady's not speaking because it's not her time to speak. But I think your daughter thinks that Your daughter thinks you'll understand who it is because of the very short. You'll know. She says she's here. She's showing me around, showing me the ropes. All right, there's also a male walking up behind her. She's trying to show who's with her. He's really slim, kind of dressed nice. I can't really see his face. And I feel like he feels like a father type figure, but he looks like he would be too old to be her father. But he doesn't look elderly like the lady. He looks younger. I'm a little bit confused. Hopefully you know who this guy is. I'm not getting a name, but I asked him not to give me names because it just doesn't work. Yeah, it's possible it starts with a J. I won't do anything 100% on names. But he's standing in the background, and she wants you to know that he's there. Like I said, he looks younger. He doesn't look so. I'm guessing he passed when he was younger, but not 40s, 50s. Ooh, maybe. I can't see his face clear enough to see his age. But he still would have been, and a grandfather can feel like a father type figures. So anyway, I'm not sure. I know that sounds a little wishy-washy. Sorry about that. That's just the way the information's coming through. Okay. So do you have a curtain on your kitchen window? Now she's showing the window above a sink. Doesn't have to be that exact window, but they usually try to show me the exact one. So watch for that curtain to do something. Show me. Like it, even when the window's not open, it might be moving, or it might be kind of screwed around a little different than when you saw it. Oh, good grief, I'm muttering again. Watch the curtain. Watch the curtain in the kitchen. Every so often there'll be something different about it, or you'll just see it moving. Like when I was in a house the other day and the drape thing, he just kept moving. The next time I went in there, it wasn't moving. So watch for that. She says you don't believe in signs. Believe me, they send them to you. We just don't know what they are. So if you get something, okay, like my first time, I kept asking for signs when I went to the cemetery. 10 times a white butterfly came over, circled around me, and left. I kept, where's my sign? It's that repeating thing until you get it, until you catch on to it, then you'll realize that's your sign. Usually they tell me exactly what kind of sign they're going to leave. She might later. But she wanted me to tell you that, so watch for the repeating something that happens. Well, she says she'll think of other stuff later. So she wants you to be watching for that. And when you do see your signs, don't doubt them. Acknowledge her, validate her, tell her you love her and to bring you more. And then it's like a little floodgate opens once they realize that you're getting them, that you understand what they are. Okay, she's talking about somebody that she was very close to, her age, a female that was like a sister to her. She wants to say, hey. She wants to tell her thank you. She wants to tell you thank you. Now she's softening. Now we're getting rid of attitude. And it's not that she has that attitude now, because once we get there, we don't have all of this crap from down here that we carry and we wear like a coat. That stuff gets taken off of us. So she came through because that's the way she probably was here. So she was just showing that it was her, that she has. Okay. She says, yes, we had a lot of arguments, Mom. And even though I got angry a lot, I still loved you. And I knew that you loved me. Deep down, I knew that you loved me. Okay, my dog started barking. Anything that happens while I'm doing a reading, it happens for a reason. Not sure how this is going to fit in. Dogs barking. Dogs barking. So you're going to hear dogs barking in your house, even if there's not a dog there. Never had that one before, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. That I know, and I went, look, there's nobody out there. So, like I said, it happens for a reason that you're going to hear that. She wants you to be happy. She wants you to not be so sad about her leaving. She wants you to leave the why to her. Now she's showing herself. Okay. I'm not sure if this is something she's doing now. I know this whole thing sounds a little wishy-washy. Sorry about that. It's just the way she's coming through. She's laying on a couch. She's got couch pillows propped up behind her head. She's laying back. She's got her arm over her head. I don't know if she's showing that she had a migraine or just the things that were going on in her head. She was stressed out. So I don't think this is something, well, she could be doing this now, but this is a memory for her. She's showing that her thoughts were very, I don't want to say dark, that doesn't sound right. What's the word I want to use? Heavy. Her thoughts were always heavy, and not understanding why she couldn't pull herself out of that. Why her thoughts always had to be that way. She said it wasn't anybody's fault that her thoughts were that way. It was just her. It was just her. Okay, you're right. She says nobody else can make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. It's not the outside influences so much as she did not accomplish what she was supposed to accomplish when she came into this world, which means she'll have to come back. Okay. So another sign that I, this is going to sound a little gross. Another sign that she's going to be giving you is I keep feeling like right inside my nose there's a hair tickling, like I can't get rid of it inside my nose. It's just tickling, tickling. Like stop it. You're going to be feeling this, and she's laughing her ass off. So it's going to be inside your nose. I don't know if I've seen anybody use that one before as a sign. She thinks it's hilarious. She says, I'll get to you, Mom. Okay, so I'm asking her to show a memory because she's been a little wishy-washy. Um, and she holds up a big thing of cotton candy. I had to have it, had to have it. Did one of you guys have a cotton candy machine at home? You can buy those little home ones. It's making me feel like she had it at home, or else she was just always buying it maybe and bringing it home. She's not sane. Picture perfect. Picture perfect. I ran around a lot when I should not have. Is looking for something, looking for something I could not find. And she says, now I found out it was always inside of me. It was always myself. All I had to do was look within myself to find what I was looking for because it wasn't out there, it was in here. And she said that makes me sad now, even though they're not really sad. I mean, they don't, just that she didn't accomplish what she needed to accomplish while she was here. And I think that happens a lot. It's just the way it works. Can you still love me? Let me count the ways. But she said, can you still love me? Let me count the ways. And she's plucking, like you get a daisy and you go a flower and go, love me not. Do you love me? Love me not. She says, I know you love me. I know you're angry with me. You're angry with God. You're angry with everything. Please don't be. So she's getting softer. She says, I do love you. You're going to smell me. So whatever her favorite perfume or whatever that smell is that, you know, you knew it was her when you smelled it when she was here, you're going to smell that. You'll get a whiff of it. You can be in the car, in the store, in the yard. Doesn't matter where it is. Doesn't have to be any certain spot. That's her letting you know that she's there. Make sure you acknowledge her and tell her you love her and that you know it's her because that is very specific to her. I know I should have kept my room cleaner. She said, I know these things now. And now she's skipping. She's skipping. She's happy. She's trying to show you how happy she is. She's showing the grandma and the man again. And she just skipping. She says, we don't have that heavy crap up here. She says, I feel bright and light. Happy-go-lucky. and I'm caring for you. See, she'll show me how she's caring for you. You've either had dreams about her, or you dreamt that you hear her, or you hear her right before as you're falling asleep, and you're in that little twilight stage, and she's telling you, I love you, I love you. Let go of the regrets. I love you. She almost yells, let that shit go. Okay. She said what will make her the happiest is to see you happy again. She wants to see you happy. Okay, she mentions the name Scooter, like Scooter. Don't forget, I stink at names. Um, so it'll be a name at least close to that. And she's acknowledging I feels more like a pet than a person. She's not showing me a lot of pictures. There's also a young man that's her age that she just brought him into the picture. He killed himself. And she's showing that she has met up with him. So it would probably was a classmate or something. And you may not even know him. But she's showing him for a reason that she's met up with him. Doesn't mean she's with him all the time. Once again, she says, I want you to be happy, Mom. Don't be angry with me. As she's mentioning, she's holding up a pear, the fruit pear, a pear. Don't know why. It's going to be okay. You have something in your house that's like a little memorial for her, but she's just not showing me pictures, which they always do. So there's some little memorial place in your house for her. You can throw that stuff away. She doesn't mean the memorial stuff. Something in her room. You can throw that stuff away. I don't need it. It's just stuff. It's no longer useful, and I don't care if you do. Know that I love you. Beyond anything, I love you. And Dad. Okay, with that, she's going to leave. And I know she didn't give a lot of info like most of them do, but as long as you got enough validation in there to know that it was her. And as she's walking away, she has a big bunch of balloons and she lets go of all of them. And she's skipping, happy, smiling. And then she turns around and goes, everything's going to be okay now. Please remember me with happy thoughts. And the grandma is following her. Okay, she's leaving. Much love to you, Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. See you later.